everyone, welcome back. Thanks for checking out my channel again. Sorry it's been a while since I posted. I've been really busy with moving and everything. But anyways, today I'm going to be doing a mini review and show you how to do this makeup look using the new WetNWild Color Icon palette here. This is the shade Heart and Soul. It's quite reminiscent of the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, which I also have right here. But it's not an exact dupe of it. So this palette retails for $5.99 on Ulta and on most websites. And I have been trying it out for a while, so I do have my opinion. If you want to see my opinion on it and see how I got this look, then just keep watching. So I like to go in and do my eyebrows first, just because I think it helps the shadow look a little less crazy once I put it on. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Whiz and just fill them in. Next I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. I use this all the time. It really helps because I have really oily eyelids. This is one of their new palettes that they just released. First I'm going to go in with this neutral shade right here. I'm going to take it on a big fluffy crease brush and just put it in my crease. Since I don't have a clearly defined line where my crease is, I kind of find where my brow bone is. I can kind of feel it right here, and I'm just gonna sweep that right where that would be, where I can feel it go into my eye socket. And this is really helpful for monolids, Asian monolids, because since we don't have a crease, you have to kind of create one. You can kind of see that gives me just a little bit of depth, so even though I don't have a line right there, it kind of is starting to give the illusion that I do. I'm going to go in with this medium brown shade. When I tap my brush in, you can see there's quite a lot of fallout. That usually doesn't bother me as long as the eyeshadows blend well on the eyes. So I'm going to take that color and I'm going to place this on the outer third of my eye. I'm going to tap it there so that I can get some good pigment. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do the same thing where I don't have a crease, but I'm going to create one by blending this inwards and kind of give myself the illusion of having a crease there. Now because I do such a big wing, I don't worry too much about getting it right up next to my lash line, just because that will be covered up by the eyeliner. So I'm just going to keep building it up on the outer corner and drag it inwards. And then I don't worry too much about how it's not quite blended here, because I'll just go in later with a clean brush and blend that out. So far, just using these two colors that I picked up, I really like them. They don't skip, they're not patchy. They seem to blend out really nicely. Like I said, there is a little bit of fallout in the pan, but I don't mind because they seem to be blending out really, really well. Alright, then next for the darkest shade, I'm going to go in with a firmer blending brush. And let's see, today I'll go in with this darkest brown here. I'm going to take it and I'm going to stamp it right on the outer third of my eye. And this time when I blend it inwards, I'm going to just bring it in a little bit less than that previous shade. Then I like to just take whatever is left over on the brush and connect my upper lid and my lower lid. So just put a little bit on the outer third of my bottom lid. Do the same on the other side. And I don't like to put too much makeup on my lower lid, because since I have smaller eyes, I feel it closes your eye a lot. So I focus mostly on putting more shadow on the upper lid and then just connecting them slightly on the bottom. For my lid shade, I'm going to go in with this color right here. And I'm just going to use my finger. Most shimmers apply better if you use your finger, because it really packs it on there. And then a little bit just right in the center as well. And you can kind of use your finger once some of the product is distributed to just kind of tap the edges, and that'll blend it into those other colors there. I like to use this kind of shape brush because you can really get into the under your eyebrow. And this is the Sigma E44. So I like to use this, and it's clean, and just go right in between your eyebrow and where that shade is. Sometimes if I feel like there's too much of a difference between the darkest shade and my eyebrow, I'll take a lighter cream shade. So I'll just go into that lightest shade that I used again, tap a little bit onto my brush, and sweep that under the brow bone, and then keep using my windshield wiper motions to blend. Now I did notice on this side right here, it kind of blended some of that color away. So I'm just going to go in with that medium brown shade again, and just try to kind of fix that little area. I will say I don't think I'm the biggest fan of these shimmers. It picks it up a lot better on camera, but in real life it's a lot more subtle. And I can still, they're not super pigmented shimmers, I can still see some of my veins underneath. But I'm sure you could fix that if you used a pigmented primer. Alright, then I'm just going to put some liquid eyeliner. I'm currently using the Maybelline Hyper Easy Brush Tip Liner. I've been using it for a couple months now and really like it. Very easy to work with since the brush is a little bit shorter than normal. And so you can really get into the inner corner. But anyway, so I put some liquid eyeliner on. And what I like to do is I like to connect my outer portion of my eye to the outside of my eyebrow, which is why I like to typically do my eyebrows first, so I know where that line should go. And then one trick with monolids is, as you can tell, when I'm looking straight ahead or slightly up, it kind of disappears into the folds of my eye. I have seen some tricks where you can just extend, so you open your eye, you can put some little dots right here to mark it out, and then when you close your eye, or close one eye, you can just fill in that whole area. For me though, that would be like half of my eyelid, so I like to just bring it up to where if I'm comfortably relaxing my face, you can kind of see the line. I like to keep in mind that, you know, when you're looking to the side or you're looking slightly down, face to face with people, you will still be able to see that line. To finish off the eyes, I'm going to go in with some mascara. I've been using the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High mascara. And I have been using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise for years now, and that is my all-time favorite. I do find this works similar to it, but it is a lot more clumpy and more spidery looking, just because the bristles are a lot shorter and they are rubber instead of that plastic. But it's not bad, and I'll definitely keep using it. Okay, and then I did notice over time when wearing it, there is a bit of fallout from the shimmer shades. Usually when I use my finger, I don't get too much fallout from shades, so I'm gonna just take a wet wipe and wipe that off. I personally like to keep it a little bit less blended right there, just because it does give the illusion of having bigger eyes and having that crease there. Okay, so then this is the final look using the new WetNWild Color Icon palette. I think overall I really like the mattes in this palette. There is quite a bit of kick ups, but since it blends out so nicely and so smoothly, I don't have a problem with that. I will say some of the shimmers, at least the one that I used today, I'm not too impressed. It's a little chunky and it does kind of fall out on the face. I just think for me they're a little bit too chunky. I definitely am interested in trying out the other shades in this line. They have some really great color combinations. It seems that they're revamping the Color Icon series, and I think this packaging as well is very sleek, really nice. I like how it's clear so you can see what colors you're looking for. It's very easy to just throw in your bag and bring with you to touch up as well. Alright, and here's the final eye look. I hope this review and this tutorial was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out my social media where I post makeup looks and everyday stuff. Thanks for watching!